Everybody, you. I was just wanting to get on here and, just trying to, find out if anybody wants to join us for this. It's a really nice piece. I just wanted to, just kind of just join you and see who wants to come on the panel and stuff. It's just hit that link over there in the chat, and we'll just get things started. Isn't that right, Mustafa? Oh, definitely, dear. I think we would have a great time, wouldn't we, Bobcat? Oh, I think we will. I don't know, did you forget to go to McDonald's or something? Oh, no, dear. I didn't want to go that route. I didn't feel like going anywhere today. Why not? It was a good day. Well, dear, you have to calm down. Let me explain. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Okay, dear, just, take control of yourself. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Once again, dear, just calm down. It's okay. Oh. Hello, everyone. How's things going? And look who's our first contestant, Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Hello, dear. How are you? So, everything all right with you? Yeah. I think she's a nice friend of yours, Josh. I think, maybe you should, be, really nice to her and stuff. I already am. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, yes, Bobcat. He was a really good friend to her. He will always be a good friend to her, dear. So how you been? Everything okay? Just decided to get on here and see what's going on. What are we going to talk about in here? I don't know, dear. Let's ask the host. Oh, thank you, Rosie. I knew. He's always a great, funny person, isn't he? Oh, you LOL. That means you laughed and had a great time. I wish I could laugh. I just, can't do much anymore. I'm just regular human clothes make me feel more responsible. Hi, ladies. That Bobcat, I just don't know what to tell him anymore, dear. What do you mean? You're always too loud. Nobody wants to hear that, dear. That's just me from the 80s. What's so funny? What's so funny?
You talk a lot, Bobcat.
And?
This is Doubtfire.
I'm trying to do a collaboration story here, just talking. Hello, Joey. How you doing? I'm still here. I'm just looking at something right now to help out my stream. That's not what I want. Doing great. Everything's okay, I guess. To be expected. Let's see. Here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If there's people that I can't see, tell them I said hello. Apparently, it still doesn't work what I did. Okay, got it all done. Oh, walk away. So what's new with everyone? I haven't shared out my stream yet. Still here, folks. Okay. I will unlock my camera. There you go. So you know I'm still here. What's new, everybody? Waiting for more folks to come on in. No, Sammy, I don't see you. And I put your channel name in my moderator section. I thought that would work. Apparently it has not. Same goes for Sean Williams, Sean Moore. Yeah. For some reason, I can't see them or you. But please tell them to come here. You know, I've seen you before, Love Me. I don't know. Have you been here before? Or did I see you in somebody else's channel?
Stop trouble before it starts with a smart.
So, hey, Sean, when will you be done with all that, do you think? Like today or something? Could you take a break and hop on? Folks, when you come in, please continue to hit the likes, comment, donate, join, subscribe. It's all right there, you know. I'm boring, but I do give a lot of good content, I guess. Some people are happy, some aren't. Somebody spelled that wrong, but okay, cool. Somebody check that person out. I don't know what they're saying. Wow. Everybody else can see those that I can't see, and it's really sad. So, I could show proof that you're in there, Sammy, in the moderator section of my studio. Wise. So, what's new, folks? Everybody's having a good Wednesday? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Nothing.
You can go on your tablet. Keep busy.
I've been on my tablet.
Sammy, would you like to come up? Some people I don't see, but they can come up to panel, though. The link is in the chat. Anybody can come up if they want. Hey, Robert. See, I can see you. Anybody can come up. There's the link again. Robert, you want to come up? And then Sammy will join us. Then Sean will join us. Any Sean will do.
Hi, Josh.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. It's okay. No worries that you can't see me in the chat. It's okay. No worries. The most important, you know that I'm supporting you, all the friends, and I know Kuya Sean is watching there also. Kuya Sean, to you very big love shout out. BFF Robert, thank you so much. Yeah, hello there. Good evening to you guys. And love me, hello. Brother Sean Williams, hello. And host other there.
Yeah. So are you better?
Yeah, but I have sore in my muscle, some of my muscles, because we have an activities yesterday in the beach. All of my family here in my mother's side, we go out, we outing and swimming, and we have activities there in the ocean. yeah, riding what is that disco boat and dragon boat. It's so it's so it's new to me, so that's why I have a sore yeah, I get sore of my muscles.
Oh, okay. Yep. So, yeah, I heard about that, Sean. At least none of us are there.
And Kuya Sean, tracking, yeah, Kuya Sean Moore, if you are listening to me, thank you so much. And yeah, for coming to Josh live stream. And if you like to come up, Kuya Sean, please come up. Kuya Sean Tuber, you okay, Josh?
Yeah, I'm just looking at my phone for a minute. I had something come in.
Mhm.
Yep. So, what time is it there? What time is it in your place?
6:01.
In the morning, huh?
Yeah,
That's great.
I'm so haggard. That's why I closed my camera. Sorry for that. And then I'm taking coffee here.
Yes, Robert, I see you. But you can come up if you want.
Guys, come up here, guys. Yeah, join me here.
Yeah, usually I have people about this, like this. I don't get what's going on. They're in the chat, that's fine, but usually we get conversations going and stuff with people. So,
Is there an earthquake in Philippines? Yes, Kuya Shantiuber, in Luzon. Yes, 7.3.
did you feel it?
No.
Uh,
Josh, I can see your chat, Josh, but why you can't see my chat?
I put you in the moderator section. I don't get it either. I tried that with Sean Williams and Sean Moore. It doesn't
Josh,
fix anything.
can you please send the StreamYard link to Kuya Sean in Messenger?
Yeah, give me a second. It might not go through. I get errors with that.
Wait, maybe I can do it here. I will make it this top site on my Google so I can copy it. Wait.
Okay, there we go. There's Robert. There we go.
I'm back.
Oh my.
Oh, I have an echo.
I'm sorry.
Do I have an echo? Where is the link there? Wait.
Fuck, man. I just got grossed out. Damn.
What do you mean grossed out?
How you doing, Josh?
No.
I'm good. How are you?
Hi, Robert. Good evening, Robert.
Not doing too good. I mean, doctor ordered new MRI for me to figure out what's going on with my head, my eyes.
I'm gonna get blinded.
I finally copy it, Kuya Josh, and I send it to Kuya Sean now.
Fuck, man. Really?
Hi, Jerry boy.
You need to stay off them sites, Josh. Hey, Sammy.
No,
You
Hey,
need
it's
to
not
stay
that.
off
It's
these sites.
hey,
That's what
Sammy.
your story
No.
is.
Who's Warren RCG? Does anybody know him?
Warren's a good guy. Warren's a good guy.
Yeah, there you are, Kuya Sean.
Oi!
How you doing, brother?
Following the combat vets through this stoppage in 985 heading towards Atlanta.
Hi, Sean Tuba.
Hi, Jerry. Where are me mateys?
Where's me mates?
Kuya Sean Tuber, come up here.
Every time I hear the Scottish accent, I always want to say, interest you on a pint?
Hey, Jerry boy, how are you doing?
Hey, Robert. How you doing?
What?
Not, my health is just kind of downsliding right now, brother. I'm trying to get things straightened out.
Yeah. I had to send that earlier there that just says how you doing. I feel stupid.
Alright.
Well,
I
I
hope
went to
you
my
get better. I hope you get
yeah,
better.
I went to my primary doctor today, and he ordered MRI, and figure out what's going on with my head.
Hey, Josh. I got an addendum to that message you sent me about the cockfighting. Is that like thumb wrestling? That'd be very interesting how to win that one. I'd like to know how to win that one or how it works.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be like thumb
Kuya
wrestling.
Sean, I
you
know that Josh. Kuya Sean, I know that Josh saying truth, and he sent me that message too, and then I have a chicken before that I make it condition like to prepare, and yes, that's true. It's been a while that
You-
you need to take
You
good care of
missed
the chicken
the
before
humor behind it. Sammy,
There
you
is,
missed the
there,
humor.
there-
Sorry.
there is humor behind that joke, and I just can't say it on here.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, I know what you meant, though.
You got to have a dirty mind.
How dare you? How very, very dare you?
Kuya
You trying
Sean,
to say I've got a dirty mind? Yeah, I probably
I'm
have
innocent.
sometimes.
I'm innocent. Don't teach me how to doggy. I'm innocent, Kuya Sean. My God.
I'm glad some of them got it.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah, well,
That's why a lot of my humor, when it comes to Panays, I'm dead. They don't understand it.
No.
Even when you explain it, they still don't. I noticed they're more into slapstick. They like slapstick humor because they get that.
Oh, my God, it's slapstick. You said I thought it was something else.
Yeah, like Three Stooges, that slapstick comedy. They love it.
It just sounded like something else when you said it. I'm glad it's. So anyway, Josh, how you doing? What's happening? How's life?
I'm okay. I've just been hard all week.
Oh, that's difficult.
Can't get it down.
I was close to you, Josh. I was in northern Charlotte.
You need to stop taking.
How long was
Viagra.
that stop for?
You need to stop
Sorry.
taking that
Sorry,
Viagra.
guys.
It's hard to swallow. You know what I mean?
Kuya Sean,
I delivered to a Food Lion yesterday evening, and I was there all night. And I picked up a Tyson chicken load a few hours ago, and I'm headed towards Texas. But I'm trying to get through Atlanta, but traffic is awful. I got to do the watermelon 500.
Sean Chuba says, "Don't kid up, Sammy." I'm not corrupting no one. Not me corrupting anyone.
Brother Jerry Boy TV,
Yes.
are you still connected to my messenger?
Yes. Why wouldn't it be? Listen, I don't really
Um,
want to get involved in all this stuff in the arguments. I'm not taking anyone's side. Just letting you know, I'm taking no sides.
I,
Listen, put.
the for this one, I would like to talk to you in privately in Messenger because you misunderstood what happening to G Mike and me last time.
Listen, this is between you and him. I really don't want to get involved. I don't want to fall out with you. I don't want to fall out with him. I just,
Yeah,
just
I know. I would like to explain to you what is the start when it start that I get upset to him.
yeah.
And if you are there in the live stream of Kuya Darren Dobson, May 31, if you can still remember it, and then if you can replay it, just replay that live stream so you can get why I get upset to that person. And you know what, brother Jerry boy, you know already that I'm so good to everyone. I help as I can, and then I help him a lot. And all of my good friends that who are following me for a long time, they know that I help him, and he did that to me. That's why I can't handle the time that he attacked to Kuya Shan, because Kuya Shan is one of my best friend in YouTube.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
never
is, though,
involved to Kuya. I never involved Kuya Shan that time that I get explode there in the live stream of Kuya Darren, because every time that if you are talking, he would like to interrupt you. And where is the values of that kind of, and where is the respect of being human that you are talking and then someone interrupt you to talk to. And he always trying to stop you to talk.
Kiss my what?
yeah, but the thing is, I mean, I
Always
can't take
trying to
side. I
stop you to
don't
talk. And
want to, sorry, I don't really want to. I don't really want to take sides because it puts me in an awkward position, basically.
Well, I mean, personally, for me, I feel that it went down the wrong way, and Sean should have been able to speak his mind.
Well, there was a statement made, and I was trying to correct that, and then they started shooting and taking shots at me, and I was explaining to them, and then David Belo, I thought was a good friend, just started getting personal and throwing insults at me, and it's like, really?
So hey,
And
look,
in,
it's not
David,
in essence,
all it was is you were trying to make a statement and teach somebody
going on.
something,
yes, but
and they just were closed. They were closed minded and didn't want to hear it.
yes, but what it is here's an example of what I was trying to prove, and I did. If everybody was paying attention, if you like I've been to the Philippines twice. Okay, I'm not no expert, and I don't claim to be an expert, but I learned a lot when I was there. And to have somebody tell me all about the country like they know more than I do, and they have never even left their country to begin with, I'm led to believe they're right and I'm wrong. You see the logic behind that? And it's like
you said
I read a book and he didn't, or this person didn't read a book, but they know so much about it and telling me about it, and I've read it. There's no logic behind that. And they say they don't have to read it. I'm like, yeah, you do.
who are we talking about here? Just
Oh, David Belo and J Mike when they ganged up on me or tried to.
what? Are you joking?
No,
Jesus.
And I don't take anything personally. I don't
Yeah.
take it personally, but David Vila was getting personal about it, and it's like you don't have a clue what you're talking about. You're going by what you were told to believe and accept without question your whole life, like I was. I had to deal with it too. But when I learned
Wow.
for myself,
Morning, ma.
found out something
Uh,
different. That what I was told to believe and accept was false.
Wow. Jeez.
Hey, Jerry boy, let me give you another example. Say I, wrote a book about myself, okay? And
Yeah.
I explained my life story. I went to college and I studied philosophy, and that was my job. I went to taught at the university once I graduated, taught philosophy at the university, and then when I engaged some working class people, I get exiled, to London and in a different country and spend the rest of my life. And then you get people that have not read my book say that I'm the devil incarnate and all kinds of weird things, that I'm evil, I'm a bad person, and all I did was
Oh.
was a philosopher, and wrote a book and did a criticism and articulated an issue.
Wow.
It makes no sense. But once I was, sat down and actually read this person's work, it was nothing like what I was told to believe about this man. And they still live in that old Cold War ideas that
Well,
we're
I
fed
didn't
that.
know that. I didn't know this. I'm glad you have said this because it's changed my opinion. Then. Oh, jeez. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
now, there's a lot of examples I can give, but the famous one in America, like when I went over in 16, I had people saying, "Oh, don't go to Mindanao. Those Muslims will kidnap you. Blah blah this and blah blah that. It's a dangerous country," and they haven't even never even left the state they live in, and yet they know more about it than I do. And I already been to the Philippines once, and I'm telling them, "What are you basing your analysis on? Have you ever been to this country?" They're like, no. Well, what are you basing your analysis on? Because you were told that on the news?
Uh, well, you know what they say in Scotland, Sean. Nobody likes a smart ass.
Yeah.
I don't mean you. I mean the past people that think they know everything I'm talking about. Because nobody knows everything in the world. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's like me. Say I didn't know you, Jerry boy, and you started your live stream, and somebody else in this room asked me about Jerry boy, and I didn't never meet you, ever be in your live stream, and I just sit there and say a bunch of nasty things about you, and yet I've never been to your live stream, I've never met you, never talked to you.
Right.
That's their logic, and there is no logic behind that.
Uh,
That's what it is in a nutshell.
Definitely. Totally agree. I just don't know. It's like, stuff that happens in YouTube. It's just crazy. And I don't, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, the last two live streams I did, I went down in detail about some things that were not taught and should have been, and it says a lot about our educational system here in America because this information would have really have been useful.
Mm-hmm. And brother Jerry boy,
Yeah.
I'm defending myself against him because he's saying that I'm asking him to promote my channel, to flex my channel, but no one in my friend that I asked that to promote my channel or to flex my channel. And
You
yes,
never.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that time that he show my YouTube channel to his live stream, and I wasn't asked him even once. No one in my friend. And also, if I help someone else, if I help friends in YouTube, I never ask anything in return.
No, you don't. You definitely don't. You never asked me to promote your channel. I just, that's what I do in my channel, obviously. But
Hey, Jerry boy,
yeah,
we could use some more Scots involved on YT. You're the only one that I know.
yeah. But I'm the one and the only, and the original Jerry Boy TV. Yeah, I didn't know that, Sammy, about all this.
Steady. But there, Josh, are you okay there?
Yeah,
Kuya Josh,
yeah, I'm
wake up!
fine. I'm just listening.
Wake up! Don't sleep.
It's your channel. You've got to keep it ticking along.
Oh, I'd do the same thing he would do. I'd sit back and let you all do it. You're doing the work for me.
You all go and argue. I don't care. Just please don't show anything nudity in your cameras on.
Sean, I actually have read your book, but I was stuck on chapter 11.
Sean.
Sean
Oh,
Moore. Sean
what
Moore.
book? What book? I never wrote one.
It was titled. It was on Amazon. It was titled the War in My Pants or something like that, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, always have to come
It
Once
was,
I had
I'll be
clean
back,
draw.
guys.
it was racy, but I got to chapter 11 and stopped. I kind of
Yeah.
gave up.
As long as I had clean draws.
You talked about that golf club you went to and had showers and you smoked one and everything like that. And you remember? I mean, we held hands that day. You remember? You wrote my name in there.
Well, golf. I've tried it. It's just, to me, it's a boring game,
Yeah, but it's always good to get a
and
hole in
it
one.
is hard.
Giggity. Sorry.
Yeah, we got one of those golf carts and
it doesn't
we
impress
kind
the
of hung
lake.
out at the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, the War in My Pants. It was like pretty racy what you said in there, but I liked it. I think you said you were going to do a volume 2.
I thought about it. Oh, the videos. Yeah, I did 2 of them. I'm going to do a third on China, or
Right.
China, as Trump would say, China. I forgot to mention that in the last video. A lot of people do not know this, but if you were a kid back in the 40s and 50s, you would remember this. We were allied with the Soviet Union in World War II. We were allies. And to show our appreciation, if you went to the post office back in that day, you above where you bought your postage stamps or talked to the postmaster was a picture that had Uncle Sam arm in arm with Uncle Joe for Joseph Stalin. He was our buddy, our bosom buddy. But a lot of people didn't know that. Stalin was in our post office. Walking with Uncle Sam. It was hilarious. I didn't even know that until I saw the photos. Like, no,
Is that what he meant? We need you?
We need you.
Well, that was popular back then, yeah. But a lot of people that are
Guys, I need to excuse
the 2 major
me.
countries in the world were our ally in World War II.
Kuya Sean, excuse me, Kuya Sean, Kuya Josh, Kuya Robert, Jerry Boy. I need to step down, guys. I need to prepare myself. I need to take shower early because today we are going to prepare we are going home there in our province.
Oh,
But I will
thought you were
stay
already
in the live chat, Kuya Josh.
okay. Take care.
What, Kuya Sean?
I thought you were already made it home.
No, I messaged you last night that I already home at my grandparents' house. That time that you know already, Kuya Sean, that I messaged you that we do outing, banding all family here in my mom's side, the family, and I have a video that I need to edit later on too while we are traveling. So I need to take shower and clean myself. Clean myself. Do I look dirty, joke?
I was
And
worried about the earthquake causing waves or a tsunami or anything in the area. That's what I was worried about. It could have,
no,
but it looked like it didn't.
no, Kuya Sean. We experienced a lot of earthquake before. Back when I was fourth year high school, we have a lot
Yeah, but a
earthquake, but we
7.4,
can't.
that's a major.
Yeah, yeah, I know that, but especially in my province, Kuya Sean, that is Negros Island. If you can see in the map, that is open sea. So
Yeah,
it's so hard to get an tsunami.
I sent everybody I know a message, even if they hated me or not. You know,
Oh,
to get a response to kiss my ass would have been great for me. I would have known that they're okay. It didn't matter what response I got. Like one, I thought, I know you hate me, but just give me a response that you're okay. And eat my shorts,
Kuya
I would
Sean,
have been
you
like,
will stay
great.
in the chat, okay? Kuya Sean, I need to take shower now, guys. Yeah, I need to
take
sit
care.
down on the chat. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, don't forget that I love you all. Kuya Josh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Smile,
Okay.
Kuya Josh.
Oh, take care, my friend.
Have a safe trip, sabi. Kuya Warren, thank you so much. Bye for now, guys. I will stay in the chat. Love you all.
Bye.
Yeah, Josh, I apologize. I'm gonna have to step down too. I'm just not feeling good at all. Sorry, brother.
It's fine.
Okay,
But
Robert, take
I
care, my
liked
friend.
your channel and all that, and I wanted to show up and support you. So
I
Okay.
gotta say, I forgot to thank Sammy for sending me the StreamYard link so I could
but
get it.
thank you, brother, and have a good stream. All right, I'll stay in the chat as
Bye.
long as I can. All right.
Okay.
Take care. Take care.
Yeah, if somebody sends me the StreamYard link over the messenger, I can get in.
Dear.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with StreamYard right now, but like watching you, Josh, and it kind of sticks at times, and I've noticed it doing it quite a bit, and I'm paying for this shit.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I didn't understand any of that. You said something about painful.
Paying for the StreamYard, and it seems to be sticking when, like, I'm watching you, and sometimes you stick. And all the cameras that, I don't know, it's like lag. It just, I don't know. It's been doing that for like a little while.
My
But
stream. Or
somebody said it's StreamYard, no, it's StreamYard. And somebody said it happens in StreamYard when you're on somebody's live, the picture will like buffer a wee bit, jam, stick, you know what I mean? Like freeze frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody told me that StreamYard, it's never perfect. It should be if you're paying for it.
£20 a month.
Yeah, I ain't no chicken feed.
I paid for the whole year. I only did that so I could have 10 people on my panel whenever I get to that point.
But do you never get that though, Sean, when you're watching people, say there's a few in the panel, the picture sticks and buffers and stuff.
That depends on what kind of internet connection you have. I mean, mine's
No,
good if I'm
see,
stationary, but when I'm moving, it could go bad.
it was all right before though. It never did that before. It just started doing it lately.
Yeah, just certain parts of North Carolina, it'll do that to me. I'll
But
buffer.
yeah, I think it's just StreamYard because it's fine and everything else. So I just think it's StreamYard. Take your $20 and then say screw you.
Yep, there's Clemson. I got a scholarship to that place, and then within an hour, they took it from me. Like a bunch of others.
Yeah.
Got a
I
full
thought
ride
you-
scholarship.
Oh, Josh, I thought you had this scheduled for a bit later. Did you change it?
No.
Was it 1 and the 2 in the morning or something?
Somebody crack open a cold one?
Yeah, I did. Because it's, you know, you got. Have a guess what it is I'm drinking.
Foster's.
No, that's Australian muck.
Australian phobia.
No, 10 it's lager.
I drink a Foster's, man. I just drink one and I'm goofy. I'm feeling it. It's got a high alcohol content.
You're feeling what?
I'm feeling a little, what they call tipsy, a little bit impaired.
All right.
It doesn't take much for me.
Hey.
So, Sean, you got to stop at Flying J's for showers and stuff, right?
Well, whatever truck stop I can get parked in, typically. Flying J, Pilot, Loves, TA Petro. TA and Petro. We got the coffee. These beans mean business.
So, Sean, you know the Warner Brothers cartoons, right? You like
Oh,
Looney
yeah.
Tunes? The Looney Tune ones? Well, I found not a sexual video, but I found a full of language type of cartoon with Bugs Bunny and those two gangster guys. And
Swearing?
I don't remember them.
yeah, the little guy gangster would say, "Hand over that carrot," or whatever, like that money or that bag or whatever they're looking for. And Bugs was asking the handicapped fat gangster guy, has no nonsense of anything. He goes to him, he goes, "Hey, Doc, give me that gun. You don't need that gun." He's like, "What the fuck?" And he just hands it to him. And then the next scene, Bugs knocks the fat guy out, does an uppercut thing, and then he lands flat through the doorway of the kitchen. The little midget gangster guy was in there, and he was like, "Get the fuck off me," and punches him back, the fat guy. And then Bugs goes and lights the stove. He's like, "I'm gonna turn this motherfucker on," and he lights it, and it's just F this, MF. It was just funny. I was like, really? Somebody dubbed this really well to make their
I'd like to see that.
the voices and mouths move. But the handicapped fat guy gangster, that was funny. "What the fuck?" And he just kind of handed the gun to him. So that's what was funny about the whole thing. What the fuck? So
Yeah, it's amazing what it's amazing what they can do with cartoons and stuff, even in the nudity section, 3D porn. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
I say nothing.
what I found interesting is you can impose somebody's face over somebody else's face and make it look like that individual, and it looks real.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys doing porn like that. They're taking a porn and they're putting their favorite girlfriend or whatever, her face on it, attaching it to it, and it looks like their girlfriend. And it's like, well, this.
Oh,
I mean, somebody's got way too much time on their hands to do shit like that.
or something else in their hands, but hey, that is what it is.
that's way too much fun in their hands. Yeah.
Because a lot of diehard Republicans hate Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, but they want to have sex with her, which is ridiculous. Because a right winger created a video, of this girl giving this guy, oral sex, and made the girl look just like Ocasio-Cortez. At first, I thought it was real. I'm like, no, this is And it wasn't. Whoever you want. But it's funny. Y'all hate that woman to no end, but y'all want to have sex with her.
Aye, when you're desperate times.
Call for long measures.
Yeah, well, maybe in some people's cases.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Jerry, I guess I talked to you about what happened last week with the jobs.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Do you know people? I don't know, jobs. I mean, terrible.
So Sean, you listening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if I told everyone on here or at all. So I had 3 job interviews last week, and one was with downtown, like what the hell just happened just now?
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Why is this playing up?
I don't know if you guys can hear me, though.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay.
What's this StreamYard that's playing up really bad?
Okay, so I go to this place. It's an entertainment venue downtown, and it's kind of near the Penis Building, but we'll move on. So I go in there. I apply on a website for their job, cleaning, what have you, and I call, show my interest, and come to find out, I talked to the lady in charge of cleaning, and she's a black woman, and she had a bone to pick with me, and then she called me at 2:30 in the morning. I was sleeping, then she woke me up to yell at me. I was like, somebody's got a lot of time on their hands. So, and she's like, I got something to tell you. I was like, what's that? I'm fully staffed. I can't hire right now. But she chewed me out. She's like, I don't even work for that company. And I was like, okay, why are you yelling at me? Why are you chewing me out? I'm not even there yet. I usually am there. If I don't like the job or the person, then I report it or say something, say she was rude or a bitch or whatever. Usually that's after if I don't like it. It was daily pay, weekly pay, cash. So it was under the table. I think I'm talking to myself now.
No, I can hear you.
Okay. And so she says, oh, this wasn't on social media. You be calling and calling. I said, you just called me at almost 3 a.m. There's a problem there. And I'm done.
Oh, jeez, what's happening? Yeah, that StreamYard's playing up bad. I don't know what's happening. I think they need to fix their site. I have been noticing StreamYard's been playing up quite a bit in the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not my internet because everything else is working perfect.
There we go. It's me, probably where
It's
I'm at.
me, it's a Mario.
But that sounds like
I'm a
poor
hold of
management
one of
on
my
her part.
mushrooms.
Yeah, it was. And so I told her, I says, well, I'm supposed to meet with you on, this past Saturday. And she's like, well, don't come by. I can't hire. I'm fully staffed. I said, well, that's not what they told me. And they gave me your number to contact you about this. Now you're telling me you're in a different city, Greensboro. We're on our way to Greensboro, and I got everybody with me, and we're going to go clean this place. But you just told me to meet you somewhere downtown. Well, I can't today. She was going back and forth with this. I mean, it was like going nowhere. She just wanted to yell at me and chew me out and call me fat. So
You should have recorded it and then go over her head and say, "Hey, listen to this. This is one of your people."
yeah. No, I felt like going up in there because they stopped answering the phone. I was like, you guys don't have a really nice cleaning lady. Who? So and so. I said, yeah, her. She's not the nicest people. And, they said, what'd she say? I already know what they're going to say, and I don't have proof of it. I just have words. But I don't know how to record and stuff.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to do it, but I know you can. I just don't know how to do it because people have done it.
Hey, Judy Fisher. Oh my Lord, so I don't know, man.
So, now that what's that guy? Belo, whatever.
Yeah, David Belo.
I saw
He's a
him.
great guy.
Well, I saw him once on J Mike's and Darren's, and I kind of let one fly between the old cheeks, and it kind of echoed in his mic. And
Hold on a minute. No, I mean, what
well,
about
let me explain. It's funny. And then he gave me that weird look, like, he stared in his camera for a while, the one that moves on him.
Yeah.
In his want to get high room that he's got there, and it feels like looks like there's smoke floating everywhere, like. But yeah, I always mess up J Mike. He always like, who makes those sounds? And I was like, I'll just sit back and see. Just listen to him, whatever. And I'll belch or I'll let one fly through the old cheeks, and and then one time I came back and J Mike was like, hey Josh, I just wanted to say, did you make noises on my live stream the other day?
Oh,
I'm not going to deny it. No.
Hey, Fanatic belches all the time in his live stream.
Exactly. You spoke. You took the words right out of my mouth, and the words of Meatloaf. Exactly. He burps on his stream and gets away with it. Nothing ever said to him. But yet someone else does something. It's a different story.
If somebody hears me crack a rat, I'm like, hey, just be glad you can't smell it.
Make sure you pause the mic next time you're going to do something like that. He'd probably say, well, hold on a minute. Why don't you tell Fanatic Guy to do that? The man that knows every sodden thing about YouTube. Nobody knows everything.
No, I don't really care too much for Fanatic Guy, and I can care less if he's listening. He's sarcastic. He twerks. He's like doing sex in the air when he does that shit. So, I don't see the humor in it. And then he burps and farts. I've heard him queef out. I mean, it's fine. Everybody has to do something. I do it at restaurants on leather seats. It's better. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this leather's soft. Do you hear the squeak?
The leather seats make you get more volume out of it.
It does, and then some. Of course, if the wind hits me just right, it'll be a good restaurant, a good day.
If the wind hits everyone so wrong, then they're going to smell it.
But no, I don't mean to. I just lean, let it go. Make sure there's nobody.
Are both of y'all familiar?
It's better out than in.
I'm sorry.
Are you guys familiar with the movie Revenge of the Nerds?
Yes. Who farted?
Yeah.
Yes. I want that shirt. I want that shirt because I say fart all the time, and I just.
You could probably have one screened. You just tell them what you want. But Booger, the guy that he could belch like you wouldn't believe. I had a recording of him doing that, and I made it my ex's ringtone. Okay, and here I am sitting at in the restaurant up at the bar where the truck drivers sit. I'm ordering my food at the TA. And she calls me, and that's what you hear, a large belch. And people get quiet and look over to me. And I'm like, oh, that's my ex-wife calling me. And people crack up laughing, I made that a ringtone. I thought, You can make anybody a ringtone for anybody. It could be anything.
That's kind of weird, though, isn't it? When you
So,
go
yeah.
supermarket shopping, you go supermarket shopping and you're going along and you're going, something's off here. It's like, go.
Hmm. So I would have, that's a huge bitch on my ringtone for anybody that calls. I love it. I love it. My mom and dad know where it's from, but they keep saying, that's inappropriate, Josh. Inappropriate. Not here, not here.
You got to make that your ringtone for your mother. It's inappropriate, Josh. Oh, that's my mom calling.
Yeah, imagine having that.
Well, I did something even better. My dad's and mom's house, they live 2 doors behind me. So they always had stuff outside their garage, and I would have Sanford and Sons ringtone playing, and
Can you imagine?
when you
Can you imagine going to a supermarket and there's a big person, female in front of you, and that ringtone goes off? That's a huge bitch. Sorry,
I do it. I do it at the plasma
I
place.
never
I don't
said
care.
that.
Well, there at one time back in the 90s, before cell phones became the big thing, a lot of people had beepers, okay? And I worked at Kroger, and there was this old man with his grandson, and his grandson would say anything in front of anybody. He didn't care, but he never cussed. The child did. They were waiting in line behind this big woman, and I was ringing her groceries up, and her beeper goes off, right? Beep, beep, beep. She's like, look out, Uncle James, she's backing up. I was like, damn.
Well, I would do that in shopping lines. When you're about to check out, I'll say, that's a huge bitch. Like I'll just let it play. I'll keep doing it like every couple of seconds. People look around and look at their kids. Who is that? Is that a mic in the store? I don't know. So even when I'm in the bathroom, if I'm doing my business, I'll press it and I'll let it play. And somebody else is in the shitter next to me. And there's man, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Man, you stressing, huh? He said, let's bite your lip and give it hell and we'll work through this.
Yeah, years ago, the first channel I sort of got involved in, and it's my fault because I gave them the idea, not the idea where they originally. What they would do is they would go to Walmart. This is up in Canada, and these guys would go to Walmart. They would record themselves. They'd get on the intercom and say some weird things, and sometimes they'd get caught. They'd film it and post it on Whitey. Well, I gave them the idea of what to do, and that's why at Walmart they no longer use DVDs or VCRs, and they would play a movie up on the big screens in the electronics section of the Walmart. I gave them the idea, and they ran with it and did it. I can't believe it. They took an excerpt from a porno, put it on a DVD, and they snuck around where the DVD player was for the screens, and they put the DVD in and hit play and then just walked away. But they put a camera behind some products so you can watch what's going on. That porno went for a while. I gave them that idea. And I died laughing.
The days of VHS home porn, wow, they were the best.
Yeah, well, it was DVD, and they ripped it to a DVD, and they put it in there. Oh, man, I died when they did that. I was laughing. And they didn't get caught.
See, the only thing I used to hate about VHS porn back in the day is that the quality was very bad in some. You think, man.
It went for like about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes before someone went there and, stopped it. But can you imagine going into Walmart, walking in the electronics section, and there's a porno going on up on all the screens? That's hilarious. Damn.
It's the latest blockbuster from Bruce Willis. He showed his Willis, but never mind. Man, I'm getting fed up with this StreamYard. It's really bad.
Yeah.
But it seems to be sticking and buffering and bill stuff,
Yeah, well, that might be just me, not you. Because, moving around.
No. It's everyone. It's Josh and you and I'm not on camera, but be me as well. It's StreamYard. They need to stop this. I don't think I want to keep paying £20 a month if it's going to keep like this. I'll just use Restream because apparently that's similar.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there. I don't know all of them.
Yeah, but £20 a man, you'd at least think they'd have the shit working. Yeah, just like you said. Give a hand up for the man.
So, Sean, I got some good news about my trip in September to go see Sean Tuber and stuff. I don't know if he's listening. He's here. Okay, good.
That's
So-
a long trip.
About my trip in LA.
The last time I went for a trip, I ended up in hospital, but that's another story.
Basically, you would like better off like flying to Oakland or San Fran, and that's a lot closer for Sean Tuber. And plus, you would like that area much better because LA is just so cluttered.
Well, I've got certain celebrity friends I'm having dinner with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's
Mr. Big-
different. Just stay off the
Big
405.
Shot. Mr. Big Shot.
So-
I got celebrity friends.
You've watched the Police Academy franchise, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you know who Harris was, right?
I
Lieutenant
don't
Harris.
remember all the. Yeah, I don't remember all the characters.
Okay, you know Callahan with the blonde with the big boobs?
Oh,
I remember her. Yeah.
We all
don't
do.
forget her.
So anyway, her and Harris and Bobcat and
Oh, Bobcat would be the one I'd like to see or meet.
yeah, Proctor will be there. Bobcat's gonna be there. We're gonna try to get,
Proctor.
Jesus.
well, that's Lance Kinsey is his name. So anyway, we're gonna get like whoever's still alive. Unfortunately, like we're like everybody's still with us except a couple of them, and so we're all gonna get together and do like a little reunion type of dinner picture thing, and
That's
it's
cool.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna be walking funny because I'll be hard for a year. My point is, I've been looking forward to this for about a year because COVID stuff. So it was kind of all screwed up last time. And so we had to rebook it, and they're going to take care of inviting everybody. And I invited who I wanted there, but I told them to
How do
go
you
ahead
know
and get everybody else on board too.
How do you know them?
I called them.
It's a bad thing back in the day.
I called them.
Probably just them.
I straight
Oh, okay.
them. I called them. I looked them up. I was like, "Don't hang up. I'm a big fan. Keep talking." So that's
Wow.
about how it went. Yeah,
What about Michael Winslow?
I wonder
he lives in
if I-
Florida, and a lot of times he'll go on tour in the U.S. or different countries and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
it's kind of difficult per se, but we're going to try to get him.
I've always wanted to tell him I love Michael Winslow. I mean, he's funny, but I took it seriously. I mean, I'm a big Hendrix fan, and I know I'll never get to see Hendrix because he's been dead since when I was born. But Winslow can do Hendrix, and I wanted to tell him, I wish you could do a lot more with Hendrix because you actually make me feel like I'm actually there listening to Hendrix play. That's how good he is.
I've seen him 9 times at a comedy show.
But man, he sounds better than Hendrix, though.
Yeah, he
His
claims
guitar-
that. You know what he said about Led Zeppelin? He said the lead singer, is that his name? Was that his name Led Zeppelin?
No, that was a Robert Plant.
Yeah. Michael said, as a funny thing, he says, we all know why he yells in his music and stuff and gets so loud, And he's like, because he slammed his finger in a door jamb on a car. And he goes, ah! And
You make me feel.
yeah, so he does it so well. He does Robert Plant's voice. He does Hendrix, what's the black guy that the skies are green, and
Louis Armstrong.
yeah, he does that too. He's got the hat for it and everything. He goes in character.
Yeah, but I just like to hear him do more Hendrix. It's like I feel like I'm actually listening to Hendrix. I was talking to people in the audience. Don't you feel the same? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Michael's number, but I'm close friends with him too. We kind of became close when I went to his shows, and he would sign my boob, and I've never watched it since. That was in 2007, and he signed my left one, but I'm a right-handed person, Giggy, so.
I've seen videos where Michael Winslow had people like me that played in bands join them and do his thing, like he's playing guitar with the band, and it was great. It sounded awesome.
Yeah. It's weird. I saw him I didn't see him but it's on YouTube. He was at a bar, a random bar that they invited him to somewhere and here in the US. And he was actually helping somebody that was doing solo guitaring, and he was doing all the, all the beats and shit. So he's really good at what he does. And we took a friend of ours named Titties. We took him to one of his shows. And as soon as we sat down at the table, you with me? Everybody else left. I'm talking to myself. Hello? Okay. I think Jerry Boy got tired of it.
That if he tried to do more, he might get winded, and he can't go that long doing Hendrix like that.
Yeah,
is what I'm thinking.
The best part when you go see him at a show is he'll make fun of people in the audience, like if they have to use the bathroom or something before the show starts. And it's just funny. You got to be there. I don't want to give it away. He's got a lot of surprises. They have opener people for him. So I wanted to see Steve Guttenberg, Winslow. I'm sorry? You're breaking up pretty bad.
Oh, okay. I can hear you still.
Okay.
Well, like I was saying, I would just like to see him do an entire Hendrix show if you do it.
Right. The cool thing okay. Are you with us now?
Yeah, I'm in and out.
I'm
coming into Georgia.
Where are you right now?
I'm on 85 South by the Georgia-South Carolina line.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I can at least make it to Mississippi. I got to get to Fort Worth in a day and a half. I got day after tomorrow. I got to deliver this in Fort Worth.
Mm. So, yeah, I don't want to give it away. He's pretty good at the shows, and he likes signing autographs and stuff. Not autographs, taking pictures, and just. I gave him my Police Academy box set DVDs for him to sign, and they're worth something. So,
how many of them were there? 5 or 6?
7.
There were 7. Wow. Now there is an actor I cannot remember to save my life. He'd been in a lot of movies back in the 80s. He was in the first Short Circuit movie, but he also was in Police Academy.
Steve Guttenberg.
Is that his name?
Mahoney, yes.
And I think the first movie he did was The Day After, back in the late 70s, early 80s. There was a lot of actors in that movie.
Okay. What's another good one if you're interested? It's made by Disney, but anyway. It's called the Hollywood Tower of Terror. It's actually the Hollywood Hotel, and he's in it. It's all right.
But it's like he fell off the face of the earth. My favorite part of Bobcat in the police academy is when he ended up in that Godzilla costume. That was hilarious. And somebody threw the cigar in the mouth, and he was, it was burning in his ass, I guess. I can't remember which police academy that was, but Bobcat Goldthwait was in that Godzilla costume. It was hilarious.
Yeah. So, don't care about that. All right. Where'd everybody go? I mean, I don't understand that.
I have no idea. But what makes Bobcat very unique is he can instantly switch from being a manic depressive to being psychotic. I just find that very interesting. He's got different ones. He can just immediately switch like that.
Well, I can do a somewhat good impression of Bobcat, no problem, but it's from the 80s when he was like on crack all the time. People claim he was doing cocaine then. So
No, he was found his niche, and he knew his craft, and he was good at it.
yeah. He was in the movie Blow with Johnny Depp, and he tried some cocaine on the table or whatever he was doing, I think Johnny was trying to purchase. I'm not sure how it went. And Pee Wee was there, okay? And they were just trying to sell it. And I think Johnny asked Bobcat to try it out. So he sniffed some, and he's like, I can't feel my nose, and that's the only part that I like to see on that one. But
If he really did that, I know it would be a zoo if he did that.
yeah, but he doesn't talk like that now. I mean, he said that was just for movies and stuff, whatever. But he was actually on cocaine or did some kind of drugs to make him like that. I mean, he was worse than Robin Williams because Robin would get very sweaty on stage, and so would Bobcat.
Yeah, Robin quit after John Belushi died. Because Robin was doing it, and because he was real close to John Belushi, and Belushi died, and that was a wake-up call for Robin.
Right. Man, that was the worst time when Robin passed.
Yeah, I was at the 24/7 truck stop there in Bakersfield, California, when I got the news. It was like a matter of a few hours after it hit the news. Somebody sent me that message.
First they said it was a hoax, and they couldn't confirm it. And then
Yeah, I thought it was too at first.
yeah. So and unfortunately, when I was following the Today Show through Facebook or Twitter, I'm not sure where, but I saw it and I was like, I stopped myself. I was like, I just bawled. 2 days. I didn't know he was going that route with his mind.
Yeah, I emulated him since I was 5 years old. When Mork and Mindy, I remember the last episode of the Happy Days, he was on it as Mork, and they made it a spinoff. And they thought that, oh man, there's something wrong with these kids, because I was in kindergarten when he did Mork and Mindy, and like, oh, these kids are acting strange. I'll never forget that. My mom bought me the suspenders identical to the ones that he wore on the show, and my mom still has those, by the way. I put them on my son. They're old. And I'm like, some collector might want these.
Right. Yeah. I'm glad I met Sammy.
Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy. I like. He was she. Excuse me, but I just met
Sammy
him.
Davis Jr.?
No, Sammy on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't,
I enjoy her company.
wasn't Sammy Davis Jr. in one of the police academies, or that was Cannonball Run that I'm thinking about?
I guess, and I don't think I saw the whole movie of that, but
I think it was Cannonball Run. I'm thinking about mixing it up with Police Academy.
woohoo! Look what I'm drinking.
Yeah, Sammy's a pioneer, and I'm glad she never gave up on her channel. And like, you're a pioneer. You need to stay with this because you're leading people that are in the LGBTQ community to come forward where they don't have to hide anymore. They don't. They can be sociable just like everybody else. There's no reason to fear. Because if anybody got out of line and started talking shit, we'd boot them off.
Yeah. Hey, Lizelle, come up, please. I haven't talked to you in a while. What's the deal?
Lizelle.
Yeah, she just popped in.
Yeah, please come to the panel. But that's an accomplishment if you get Panays up on the panel, because a lot of them don't like to. Even if they got their own channel, they have a hard time getting them up to the panel. But my schedule is chaotic. There's sometimes I'll be driving during the day, sometimes I'll be driving late at night, sometimes it's half and half. I'll be driving during the day and night, and then sometimes I'll be driving late at night, partly during the day and shut down. It's chaotic in this industry.
Well, Lizelle says she's on vacation, so I will probably never be able to see her again. Yeah. I hate how Robert's going through some tough times.
Yeah, I just want him to get his knee fixed so he's out of pain, and then he can get over to the Philippines. That's what he's wanting. But he won't do it until after his knee's fixed.
Yeah, he was talking about MRIs. I had to get an MRI for my arm and shoulder area. This was all hurting me right here. And it got nowhere after I did it. But they told me to strip down and put the scrubs on. I didn't even have any metal. I was like, my underpants too? They said everything. I was like, wait a minute. For only 45 minutes of a beeping machine, you want me to take my panties off? This isn't happening. And so I had to figure out something. It's the only way for them to do a full body x-ray to see what was going on. But I've never been told with an x-ray, take your panties off and put these on. Like, strip down. So, Wang was hanging out, and I was just like, this isn't right. This doesn't sound okay to me. Just for an arm MRI, you have to wear everything but nothing but scrubs. And the scrubs didn't even stay on. I was showing half cheeks.
Your ass always hangs out in those things. I hate them too. The last time I was in the hospital was in 2013 in the Philippines when I got a concussion. And it seemed like every time I woke up, I was totally naked under the sheet, and I had to find my clothes because I'm uncomfortable when I'm totally naked. I hate it. I put my boxers and my T-shirt back on, and then I'd lay back down, go to sleep, and then I'd wake up, and I'm totally nude again. I'm like, what the hell? But the service was great. I had like 6 nurses taking care of me.
Oh my!
Yeah. When I first woke up, I saw 6 nurses around my bed. I'm like, did I die and go to heaven?
Oh, you went. Oh, no, you didn't go, but okay, you said you had a hat. Yeah, I see.
I picked this up at the Bubba Gum place in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Okay.
Bubba Gump Shrimp.
That's a good place, Sean. Have you been there?
Well, we had one at Kings Island there in Ohio. We had one, but Paramount sold the park about 8 years ago to Cedar Fair, and they had to strip the name off. Everything that dealt with Paramount, they had to get rid of it.
I just got back from working out there, Josh. I did me
Oh,
some running, and you believe it or not, I run like the wind blows. That's it. My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And I thought I got
Yeah,
my special running shoes. After the
there's
braces
a
fell
lot.
off my legs, I got the running, and I run like the wind blows, y'all. That's how I do it.
There's a lot you
Oh
can
my
tell by a
God.
person by their. There's a lot you can tell a person by their shoes, except for Lieutenant Dan.
That's
yeah.
really cool. That's my business buddy, Lieutenant Dan. But he got himself a new pair of legs, and that's a he walk on be real. And now he stand up real straight.
Mm,
So Sean, where
mm.
are you on the
He's
road to, Sean, or where are you at right now?
I'm on. I'm 4 miles from the Georgia line. I'm in South Carolina. I'm headed to Fort Worth, Texas.
And then
He's
he
freezing up.
froze. Yeah.
But a lot of people don't get that joke when I say that. There's a lot you can tell by a person by their shoes, except Lieutenant Dan.
I get it.
Yeah.
Poor Lieutenant Dan.
Hey, Gary Sinise is another big-time celebrity that's a major Chicago Cubs fan.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's him.
But he loves the troops, though. He'll do anything for the troops. He'll do
Yeah.
Oh, that too.
Oh, yeah. He's a
what are
big
they
fan of the
like,
troops.
charity events or whatever, and he's got his own band that he sings with.
Yeah, it's called the
Oh, yeah, he
Lieutenant
loves-
Dan Band.
He loves the
Yeah.
troops.
On CSI New York.
Yeah.
Hey there. Hey there, sweet buns. How you doing?
Lone says, "Hey, sweet buns."
Hey, sweet buns.
Oh shit.
Hey, Mary, we got together like together. I love me some Mary.
They should have made a sequel to that movie. It was the most. Everybody wanted a sequel, but they never did it.
It's not like
I
Tom
love
Hanks had
Mary.
much money to deal with, but yeah, he could have done it.
Mary.
Oh, it would have been a big. It would have been real big if they did it.
Lizelle, it's actually in September. I already put the date on that. It's not today. It's September.
Buns. For
Lizella is such a pretty Pranay. I wish she would come up here.
Yeah, she's pretty.
And she's got beautiful eyes.
I
Lone, you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
in the show. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care, Mary. Take care, sweet buns.
Love you, sweet buns.
I love you too.
Okay.
Take care. All right, Josh. I'll later.
Oh, Lona Tompis was
Take
in here.
care.
Just stay in the
Together.
chat. Stay in the chat.
Jay, I don't know if you know Alona Tompis, but she would make a very good comedian because she's very animated.
Yeah, I make fun of her sometimes. She'll say, somebody will ask her something. She'll go, And I do that to her all the time. She giggles about it. Yeah. So is it comfortable to sleep in your truck, or do you do mostly hotels?
No, it's comfortable to sleep in the truck. Just wish I had a Panay with me. That'd be nice. But whenever I can get out of the truck, I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay. And do you go to like nice ones that have like 4 different choices of restaurants in a store?
No, not that fancy. Those are far away. You know, there's always just, you know, like the no-tell motels around me. And I usually get one that'll have a pool because I love to swim.
Yeah.
Just dying for that day to have my CB radio on, have a nice lady sitting in my passenger seat. Some of my driver colleagues come past me and look in the window and get on the CB radio and say, "Nice seat cover, son."
You know, Sean, I've got boobs, so I would probably be your passenger, no problem. If we were hanging out.
The Filipinas on their live stream, I said, "I'm sorry, ladies, I got to stop off at this choke and puke and throw some groceries down my neck and then use the restroom, and then I'll be back."
You say joke and
It's
puke?
English language. It's just we.
Did you say joke and puke? I don't hear anybody. We're all freezing now.
There we go, and I can hear you. I just got into Georgia. I had to cross the Savannah River.
Man, this is really acting up. I've never had this problem before. Can everybody see me? Thumbs up in the chat.
Oh, do.
Okay, I see your steering wheel.
You're my all-time lover.
Sean. Can you hear me? Can anybody else hear me? I need something. Show me something. Or come up here. Here's the link again. Excuse me. That's fine, Robert. Good. Hey, Warren. Sorry. I was kind of cooped up in the chat, in the panel, I guess.
Yeah, got my signal back. Cool.
All right. So, I don't know what we were talking about. I think it was fart jokes or something. I'm not sure. You said joke and puke about some store or something like that.
Oh yeah, when I was in I can't remember whose live stream I was in. It was a bunch of Panays up on the panel, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, ladies, I gotta I'm stopping at this Choke and Puke and throw some groceries down my neck and use the restroom, and I'll be right back. It's a bunch of trucker lingo, is what it is. I'm getting something to eat. We call the truck stops Choke and Puke because the food isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can get sick. You can get, salmonella or something from the kitchen you don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate you staying along with me on here.
Ain't nothing else to do. Like I said, the only way I'm sociable is with whoever's live stream I'm on. It's the only way I'm sociable. I don't get to, go out and do things except for when I'm in Springfield, Missouri. I'll go to Stepchild because they got karaoke, and I know everybody that, frequents that place. I became like a regular, even though I'm only there like once every 2 months. But I've gotten to know them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Mega Millions is at 999. It must be more than that because they can't make the numbers go any higher. The billboard sign says 999. So it's probably a billion right now.
Yeah, I thought it was like $1.2 billion.
I kind of figured it was going to get to that point. Now, if I win that pile, I probably will retire. But there's some things I got to do first.
I'm sorry, but if I won that, I would move to California and then have some more. That would definitely put me there permanently. And I wouldn't really go out of the way to buy a huge home. I don't need that much room.
Nah, not me either.
I
wouldn't live the luxury lifestyle.
I put the rest in a bank or a couple of them, like 500K or something. I don't know. I would split it up, but I would probably rent a home or buy a small home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, good enough. Something, I don't know, but there's a lot to deal with right there, and you got to get the right lawyers and everybody else, and yeah. But I've got plans if I win anything. I think maybe 20 to 30 grand would put me out west just to get us there and find something. So, and we wouldn't need a car because there's so much to get around on out there.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to live on a bus line if we got rid of our car. So we wouldn't have to worry about gas and all those issues. And we would do probably Instacart or something to get groceries sent to our home. So, but people have plans and thoughts, and, that'd be nice to have, though, $1 billion.
Yeah.
I'd have somebody else wipe my ass from the front to the back.
You're gonna end up with over 500 million after taxes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And see, some people say, I'm going to travel the world. Good for you. Whatever. I'm a domestic traveler. I stay in the States. There's only 4 states I like traveling to, so. But
there's a beehive right there in the middle of the highway. 3 state troopers right there at Smoky Bay.
Three of them sitting there? Yeah, I think I saw them. You passed them.
Yeah. And when you get 3 like that sitting in the middle of the road, we call it a beehive.
What's the speed limit over there? Like 70 something, 65?
70. Yeah, they're there shooting us with a radar gun, making sure that, because they know we come down that hill, it's going to make us go faster.
Have you ever in your life been pulled over yet?
Oh, yeah, a couple times. Like, are you okay, driver? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
The best thing is just to be honest. Don't goof around.
Hmm.
Unless you give them donuts and they can laugh with you and have a good time, that's about the only time you'll get. Okay, be safe. Go slow.
Yeah. Well, I done that. See, I had some OS&D in the back of my trailer. It was 2 skids of toaster strudels that Walmart rejected. There was nothing wrong with them. They just didn't order those, so they rejected them. And the company said, if you can donate them or just throw them away. And I'm like, that's kind of wasteful. So I was giving them away to people at the truck stop. Somebody called the freaking police on me. I'm like, they showed up. I'm like, I'm not charging anybody for this. I'm giving it away because it's either that or I throw them away. I said, I don't have any donuts, but I got some toaster strudels. Would you all like some for the station house? They're like, hey, that's kind of cool. They grabbed a few boxes.
Warren, I don't know how to respond to that. He says, you want to hear God laugh? Tell him your future plans. So. But anyway.
That beeping is me. It's my radar.
All right, is there more cops coming up or something?
No, it means that the person in front of me keeps slowing down. So I got to go around him now. He's got a broken down car he's towing along with some a washer and a dryer in the back of his pickup. It's like, I don't care if you drive in front of me, dude. Just don't slow me down.
So you put a lot of miles on that truck, huh?
I got 635,180.
And I was told, I don't know, I'm just randomly saying this, but truckers, they get paid per cent by mile, correct? Like,
well, if you're a company driver, yes.
Okay.
If you work for a company. If you are a lease driver or a owner op like me, you get a percentage of the load. You get paid I get paid by the load. A lease driver gets paid a percentage of the load because they don't fully own the truck.
Okay.
That's why when I got my title back in October, I was sitting pretty then. My only expense is my permits and my fuel. And my upkeep on the truck.
Yeah. So you make a good living then, huh?
Yeah, but it comes at a sacrifice. My social life sucks. It's literally non-existent. Bank account looks good, but social life sucks. I don't get to see my children as much as I'd like. But I'm going to start in a couple weeks. When high school football starts, I'm going to be home every weekend to see my son play football. I already got that arranged. I'm going to be regional then, just during the football season. Then I'll go back over the road.
So you don't have any future California driving plans, do you?
Yeah, there's no telling. Between the middle of August till about early December, I'll definitely will not be out that way. When the football season ends, I'm going back over the road. Let's roll.
Yeah.
But during the football season, I'm just going to be regional, so I can be home for my son's games.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4. I only have one son, and he's the only one to carry on the family name. And I don't know if I'll ever have any more kids or not, but if I do, I'd like to have some more sons. Because this is about my family surviving. Because if something happens to my son, my family's dead. My brother ain't going to have any kids. He's too old. At least he says he's too old. He could if he wanted to. We just don't. And I'm like, look, guys, if you're going to leave it up to me to carry on the family name, you should have let me in on it.
So, yeah. I might get done here about 2 hours. I appreciate you being here.
Oh, no problem.
And this is actually a first that you've kind of hung out. I mean, usually you get kicked off or something happens with your signal.
Yeah. Yeah, I try coming back, and if my signal permits. But see, that's why I say, I go into an area, my signal turns to crap because I'm moving around.
Yeah, I just got about 10 more minutes here, and then we'll probably call it a day.
Did everybody leave in the chat?
It's been quiet, probably 15 minutes, maybe. It's not moving.
I really can't see the chat.
But I hope you're safe out there. I'm sure you are, but I'm just being nice.
I'm coming up on 2 million miles. 2 million safe miles. I should get my award probably in February.
2 million miles. What kind of reward is that? Is it like a huge paycheck?
No, there's no pay involved. I'll get a plaque put on the wall. One of them would be mailed to me, and I'll get a nice decal to stick on the side of my truck. Like I got the 1 million mile award on the side of my truck that's been there.
Hmm. Now, if you work for yourself, are you allowed to have company? Like if somebody was like wanting to cruise with you and say, "Let's try this. Let's go 4 states. Let's do this."
Yeah, I could have anybody I want on my truck. It's my truck. I own it.
Okay.
But you got to be smart about it. I can't, like, if somebody is heavy into drugs or alcohol, that's fine, but you can't have it on my truck, because if you do, it ruins me. They'll seize my truck, pull my CDL, and it will totally destroy my career and my business. That's why they don't play around when it comes. You can't even have mouthwash with alcohol in it. If you're caught with that, yeah, they're harsh on us. They really are. That's why I buy the Listerine that's non-alcoholic. Because some of these idiots would filter it just to get the alcohol out of it and drink it. And I'm like, man, these guys are idiots. I'm not that desperate.
So, Sean, I did this. I went to I donate plasma. They do it rectally. So when I'm done, or before I started getting all hooked up and laying on the bed and stuff on my stomach, they check your veins. They want to make sure everything's okay and you don't do crack or anything else. And I went up to them and they checked my veins and they said, "Man, you got really nice veins." I was like, "Yeah, I used to do crack." And then I had 7 people on the floor. I mean, they said, I did. And what's funny is they said, "Oh, no, don't say that in here." Oh, well, I was kidding. And then the 7 people still laughing. "Man, I got that joke. I got it." Because everybody's trying to get a quick buck and wink, wink. Let's shoot up, and but they have to check you out like thoroughly. They have to like put you into medical and let you bend over on the table and sing Moon River. After that's done and pulled out, they check your semen levels, all that stuff. And
I've never donated plasma. I donated blood to Good Shepherd, but I never donated plasma.
It actually looks like either red wine vinaigrette for salad, that color, or it looks like beer.
Really?
Yes. I watched the bottle fill up all the way, and I says, "Piss!" And not really loud, but, everybody else has got headphones and stuff, listening to their phones and music and stuff. And I said, "Why does this look like piss?" They said, "No, sir, that's plasma." Oh. because I didn't know if it was a catheter in me or a needle. So I wasn't sure which route they were trying to draw it from.
You would know if it was a catheter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially,
My
yeah,
God.
because I would be asleep before they did that.
Gosh.
Yep. I know somebody that is awake and has it done 3 times a week.
Oh my God. No way.
Mm-mm.
Now he wears a bag on his leg. Yep. So he could still do a BM, but he can't do normal stuff because he just got over prostate cancer. So
Ouch.
he can't go normally.
That sucks.
So he's got a rod in his rod with a bag
Oh.
hooked up to his leg, and he's got to have it changed 3 times a week.
Damn.
You know, it goes in that far.
Oh.
And he prefers a male nurse, giggity, so he doesn't want a female touching him. So, yeah, he's that way.
Oh, I like the females more.
Thank you.
I got a female doctor, and she's a Panay. She's coming back next week from the Philippines. She's been over there for 3 weeks. My doctor.
I
Dr. Lim.
almost died in 2001 from appendicitis.
I had mine removed when I was 8.
Yeah. This was in 2001, and I didn't realize I had a catheter in me till I woke up and said, "Excuse me, why am I hard?" "Well, sir, you've got this inserted in you." I was like, no detail, because I could see it, and I could see, why do I have a piss bag? And it's only half full. What is this, a gas tank? So, and they left me open for a week to try to get rid of all the poison and all that stuff, because it burst in me.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did get lucky.
Yeah, and there's a lot of jokes in this, but I'm getting to the point. The doctor said, "Josh, you almost died from this." I was like, "Okay, good. Well, can we move on? Can we just get this done? Because I'm not even hurting now, supposedly. We need to get this out." He's like, "Yeah, well, it's already done the damage. I looked at your x-rays." I was like, "Did you see that finger in there before? Or there was something like this?" But that's how they check you. And one doctor came in before anything, before I had a room and stuff. He's like, "Drop your pants." And he did this, and he told me to cough 6 times. I don't get it. And my dad was sitting there. He's like, "Josh, just listen to what the doctor has to do, okay? Please. Let's get this over with." I said, "Dad, this is going to be an overnighter, maybe a week." So they left me open for a week after the surgery, and now I've got 2 butts. So they literally I have an incision on my stomach, and I look like I have 2 butt cracks. If you fold it together, it looks like 2 cheeks, you know?
Yeah, I
But-
got a 4-inch scar on my lower right belly part,
Yeah.
on my belly, because they do it orthoscopically now, but they didn't do it back then when I was 8 years old. You know, they cut you open and took it out. But man, I remember when I had it done, it felt like they scrambled my guts. I hated to get up out of the bed because it hurt.
My mother breathed on me when she was watching the nurses change my wrap. And my mom's a nurse, so she was interested in looking at all the beef that was in my stomach. And I was like, "Mom, I can feel your sensation of your breathing. Let's don't get too close and kiss me there. I just need you to stop breathing on it. The sensation's bothering me. That's what hurts." Because I'm open. They're seeing, my mom was looking at this stuff, like my innards, you know. I felt like I had animal parts in me or something, but
It's gross. I couldn't look at it.
no. It looked like, because I was so huge, bitch, I was so fat, layered meat was in my stomach area. And I was like, really? I couldn't even bend over to see it. I could just see the incision and the opening when they wrapped me. So they told me to breathe deeply and all this kind of stuff. And man, that was a bad time. But the joke about it was, I told the doctor after it was, you know, before he did it, put me under and stuff. They said, I told him, I says, "Well, Jay Leno, the Tonight Show at that time, was about to be on at 11:30. As long as I'm here by that time, let's get this done." And what did he do? With like 5-10 minutes to spare, I was like, yay. I woke up from whatever and I watched it. 'Cause I never missed an episode when he was on during the week. Then I got to finally meet him in person last year. So, sorry?
Oh, I was saying, if Lizelle is still in here, she needs to come up to the panel because I'd like to look at those pretty eyes of hers.
Yeah, but she's on vacation, probably in her bathing suit or something, laying out.
Well, hell, I'd like to see that too.
You heard it, Lizelle. You heard it from Sean. Come on up. He wants to see you.
Okay.
So yeah, I almost died that year, man. And then like a year later, a coincidence happened. My brother got his pulled out before it burst. So
Yeah,
they caught.
you really
his
don't
and
need it.
It just looks like an extra penis that you could just share it with somebody. So
It's like 1 or 2 inches long at the end of a large intestine. It's really, you don't need it. 'Cause I remember the doctor telling me nobody really, it's useless, but it causes an infection and inflammatory and can kill you. You don't get it removed.
yep.
Like your gallbladder, they can remove your gallbladder.
Yeah, that was November of 2001, and I was married that year in June for 3 days. So that was a bad year. Yep. So it wasn't good. I actually wished I died instead of staying with who I was in the first wife. But whatever. She was a pain in the ass. She wanted anything she wanted, so it was just like that. I had to let her go. There's more to life than intimacy. If you love each other, great. If you don't, what's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
And then she went off with some cowboy cross-eyed gentleman in Texas, and he can't even see, but he can have kids with her. Whatever. Because I guess he was looking with his other eye. Where's your crotch?
It's down there.
And he finally slipped it in. She had 9 kids.
Jesus.
One of which I already knew about, and then she calls me 3 weeks or a month later and tells me, she's not yours, right? I said, of course not. I put it in your mouth, not down there, unless you swallowed it. My point is, but she had to call my wife. She had my number. I left my phone in the house to go out and do laundry downstairs. And Miriam picked it up, and she's like, who's this? And she's like, this is Josh's ex, Samantha. Tell him my daughter's not his. It was really stupid. I was already away from her for 4 years, 5 years. I don't know. Way more than that. And she had to call and speak to my new wife, Marion, to let her know what happened. And of course it's not mine. Like I said, I put it in her mouth. She wanted it in her ear, but that didn't go anywhere. So, I had to, and then all she wanted to do was like up and down exercises in my hotel room. And it's like, what else can we do today? Go shop? Or do you want to just lay out in the nude? She wanted to do up and down exercises. And I was like, well, I'm not up to doing push-ups today. So she's like, well, I am. I said, sorry. I'll put it in your mouth, but not your. But anyway.
Yeah. It's been 6 years for me, and I know that because last time I fooled around, I ended up creating my youngest daughter. That's how I know when the last time I fooled around. So that's why I know I'll never be getting these phone calls. Because I'd ask them, when did this take place? Was I conscious?
I would feel uneasy to go to a sperm bank. I would be like, can we hide my cup? So, and I might smoke after that. I don't know. I mean, I don't want mine being put on a rack full of all these other cups that says Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And all of a sudden it all comes crashing down and spills on me. But I've that was a messed up time with her. I mean, my mom was like, no, you're not going to go back. I was like, my sack is down there.
I was wondering, how much money can you make going to those? I had a roommate that did it, and he got paid like $50. And I'm like, really?
That's per drop off, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, he probably really loaded it halfway at that point that they say, mark it here. Like when you pee in a cup, they put that label there. Just fill it.
I told him, I said, you work hard, you make good money. What did you go there for? Oh, I just wanted to try it out. I'm like, okay. I knew nothing about it.
Well, I had to have some help, but yeah, because I started falling in love with one of the nurses. I thought we had something going on, and she came in and milked the prostate. But I don't know. She felt good after she left. She's like, I saw it. So and she put the lid on it and said, we're all done. Go wash up. So I really just had to wash my hands, but I didn't really have to use my hands. But my point is,
I don't think I could do it. To tell you the
neither.
truth, I'd be too uncomfortable. I'd be very uncomfortable, and it wouldn't work for me.
No,
I'm like, I feel very uncomfortable. I can't do this.
But see, what's funny is I would feel uncomfortable as well, but I love hugging people. It's really odd, and nobody has a problem with that. I mean, I even told Sean Tuber, I said, when we see you, sir, I'm going to be hugging you because it's the first time, and.
Well, in the native culture, we do that. That's how that's our version of shaking hands.
Sorry. So, yeah. And, yeah, so that I don't know how I would feel about. I feel like I would be Leslie Nielsen, Naked Gun 30, like part 2. Like he would. Anna Nicole Smith was the nurse in the sperm bank. Did you ever watch that one?
That was 33 1/3, right?
I'm not sure.
I only saw that one like once or twice. Now the first two I know fairly well.
Yeah, how OJ got stuck underneath the car.
I don't remember that, but I remember the female boss of Police Squad was saying, "You're going to be in charge for sexual assault with a concrete dildo." That was hilarious.
Yeah, I think it was part 2 where he was trying to investigate a murder, whatever it was, and he ends up at a sperm bank where Anna Nicole Smith was as a nurse, and she takes, the other nurse person lady, the rude one, takes him to a room and says, fill it up to here, and gives him a cup. He goes in there. He comes out with his glasses turned and everything, smoking a cigarette and all this stuff, and you hear in the background, oh yes, like loud porn videos going on or something. He comes out with his collar messed up and his tie twisted and clothes all destroyed like he was actually doing it. And he comes out and everybody's like, sir? Yes. Are you okay? Yes, I am. I'm looking for, whoever it was. And then he goes up to the counter to give them what he already did already. Then Anna Nicole takes him back again to go do it again. So he did it twice within 10 minutes. And it's the same thing. Yes, oh, yes. You hear that in the background. And then he comes out with his clothes all destroyed again. And he has like 3 or 4 of them filled up in one line. He stacked them, and yeah, it was funny. He's like, I got to go in and find out what really happened. I got to get more detail. And then he parks in front of the building. The sperm bank goes in. And then the nurse lady says, okay, take a number. 10. No, the number over there in the, the pool tab things. Take a number. He's like, 7. No, sir, take a number and then sit down. You'll be called. Yeah, so... in 33 1/3, I actually met the cab driver in that one. He was Jamaican, He acted Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name. Joseph something, but he acted. He was a cab driver in that one. He told me he was in the 33 and a third, and I reviewed the movie. Sure enough. But OJ was in all of them, and I don't like him. Not because of that.
Yeah, that was-
I just don't.
It was the last movie he starred in, because when that trial happened, it ruined his career. He totally ruined.
And now he's out and in Florida now, I heard. So
It's sad. His life is really sad too. But he did it to himself. He got away with it. But still, no one will hire him for anything.
no.
I cannot believe you win a Heisman Trophy and you sell it. How desperate was he for money where he had to sell his own Heisman Trophy?
And then he robbed two guys because they had his cards or something or whatever he was trying to get from him.
It was a lot of collectibles that they had, and he had claimed that it was his, and it's like, no. When people pay for something, they become the rightful owner of it, regardless if your name is on it or it had belonged to you at one time, unless it was stolen property, but it wasn't stolen.
And he was supposed to get 33 years or something, but he got acquitted of it again. They let him out. I remember that day when they let him out. I mean, he walked out, free man, whatever. But anyway. Yes, Robert, what's up?
Yeah, everybody knew he got away with it. Just like the Casey Anthony case. She got away with it too. That was bad, the Casey Anthony one. It was like a repeat, but in Florida instead of California.
And what come to find out, the parents know that she did it, and nobody else cares anymore. But I don't know. Did she get that felony charge, or was she just acquitted? All charges dropped.
She was acquitted.
Yeah.
She made $1 million off of the story that Lifetime made a movie of it. She got $1 million out of that, but how long is that money going to last? Her being the party girl that she is.
She'll find somebody else to have children with, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just because the woman looked good, everybody was wanting to have sex with her. I'm like, you want to have a child with that murderer? I'm like, no way. I wouldn't. No way. I don't care how good looking she is. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole.
I actually would, but not like that. She was all right, though. But I wouldn't sleep with her. I'd be like unsecure about my life. People would probably hate me like Satan because that's the devil, and she's a killer. No, we don't like you.
Yeah.
You're not part of our family anymore.
I don't care how beautiful a woman is. If she's a crappy mother or treats children poorly, I wouldn't want anything to do with that woman.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sad. And then what about that one guy that killed that? Anyway, I'm going to use the reference because there's nobody here. The Hispanic guy in Sanford, Florida, who got away with the black guy killing teenager guy.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. He was on a neighborhood watch, what it was, and he was armed.
Yep.
Yeah, he got away with that.
He did. And then somebody tried to get him again for something. I don't know. Lawsuits or something. I don't know. But, yeah.
That's why even though you can smell the blood on their hands, if the trial is not handled correctly, people will walk free. You got to have your ducks in a row to get a prosecution. And if they don't have it, the person walks free, even though you smell the blood on their hands, and so does everybody else.
What is BFF? What does Robert keep saying?
Best friends forever.
Oh. He's already said it 6 times. I wasn't sure what that meant. So. But yeah, you be safe out there. I'm probably going to call it a night.
All right. Now, find another live stream or something. Probably listen to some music.
All right.
I'll see you later, Josh.
All right. Be blessed. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Anybody else want to come up? Because I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for being with me. Anybody? Lizelle? 5-10 minutes? You want to? At least stop up and say hey or something. If anybody doesn't want to come up, that's fine. I'm about to call it a day. You all take care. Be safe.